Hello and welcome back to the Non-League Podcast with myself, Lee Simons. And today I've got another special guest with me. I've got Ben Binder, who is now the new Norwich City Reserves team women's team manager. Ben, how are you today?
Hi Lee, yeah, not too bad, thank you very much. Yourself?
Yeah, very well, thank you, very well. The sun has been shining today. It's been a lovely day, but unfortunately, as you all know, we are stuck in isolation.
Yes, no, absolutely. It is a bit of a thing, isn't it? But we're all coping in our own ways and just praying that one day we can get out of this.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, we can start the season off in August, but you never know what's going to happen, do we?
You don't. It's far too early to call something like that. And the government, right through to the FA, through to us, we're just taking each week as it comes and hoping that we can have some form of football back in a safe time to do so.
Yeah, definitely. So Ben, how you been coping in isolation? Have you been working or have you been at home in lockdown? What's happening with yourself?
Well, it's pretty much business as normal, really, for myself. I've been, for the first 3 weeks of lockdown, I was working from home.
Okay.
But because of the nature of the work I was doing in a warehouse and distribution and whatnot, our business was still operating.
Yeah.
And we were needing more staff in the office. They had a skeleton crew in there and they needed more staff. And I was fairly local, so I was asked to come in. So I have been in ever since then, really. So sort of routine has been quite normal. So for me, lockdown has been, still a lockdown, but I've got a routine. So
well, that's what you want, isn't it, Ben? But yeah, I was like the same with you because I work in the horse racing industry in Newmarket. I was like, I was there for about 3 weeks when they said about the isolation, like lockdown, and then I think it was Good Friday for the Easter period. They said, right, we don't want to see you until like the 26th of May, which is like next Monday, but they've now extended it to the 15th of June. So it's like, I'm still here, locked down, but I've got these podcasts to do so I can speak to you, I can speak to everyone else, which is good.
Excellent, yeah, keeps you occupied, doesn't it?
Definitely. So are you doing like any exercises? Are you asking your girls to do any training or anything like that?
In terms of myself, I started off with the best of intentions. I was running a few times a week.
Yeah.
And then because I've had a couple of knee injuries in the past, it was sort of getting a bit much. So I've taken a few breaks and regrettably I've been a bit slow to get back into it. But I have been doing a bit of running around where I live and just trying to keep myself sort of trim. And, as a coach, as a manager, you don't want to be setting a bad example, do you? So
Definitely.
Been trying my best, although I'm sure some of my girls from my old team would laugh at the thought of me running. Another story for another day. But in terms of Norwich, obviously having only just sort of really joined them,
Yeah.
they're already doing their own things and I've been told obviously they're doing their own, running off the back of doing their own work, which is great. It's great to see that, and obviously you want them ticking over during this period. So when we come into an official pre-season,
Yeah.
Everyone's giving themselves a head start. So yeah, definitely it's good to monitor that progress.
I bet it's kind of a weird feeling, really, because you just had the appointment only a few weeks ago, and it's like, yeah, well, how I haven't really seen the girls in action or anything. It's just like, here you go, here's your appointment, and then see where we go from there, really, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is a strange situation because I can't meet anyone. I'm in the coaches' WhatsApp group and I'm in the players' WhatsApp group, and that's as far as it's gone. So obviously we're all keen to meet up and start as we mean to go on. But yeah, I'm just going to be patient and just wait when we can. So, but yeah, it's just nice to talk to them and talk to the coaches, and we can plan things with a bit of freedom, as it were.
Is that kind of difficult? Is it easy, or because you haven't really met anyone just yet? But did you know anyone before your appointment?
Yeah, no, I know the chairwoman, Louise, and I know the first team assistant manager, Steve, and they're very nice people, and they were sort of crucial to my appointment, really. And so it's nice to come into it knowing that I already know some people, and they're really nice and that. And I know the new first team manager now, Sean Howes. spoken to him before. So it's nice to go, as I say, to people that I already know and get on with. So it makes it a lot easier and less daunting, really.
I bet it is. I bet it is. But for people who don't know you, Ben, quite like myself, and getting into like the non-league side for only recently, only a couple of years, really. Can we just have like a little bit of a background story and how you got into football? Did you like play, or did you just go straight into coaching?
No, I mean, I've done a bit of it all, really. Even a bit of youth game refereeing. But I've started off as a player. Started quite late, actually. Really didn't sort of play much team football until sort of I was 19, 20, really, because never really got much into youth football because, much like the classic English players of the day, I was too small. So I was not considered good enough. So that option was kind of closed to me. So... I was playing 11-a-side, played for a pub team at university about 10 years ago. And then when I came back home, I started playing for a local team.
Yeah.
In Spall, and sort of near Swaffham. Played there for a couple of seasons before my mate asked me to join another team near Dereham, Gressenhall, which I played for there for a few years. Sort of fit as I've ever been. I was enjoying 90 minutes on the wing. I was quite liking that, but it's getting more and more sort of unfit. Moving back to right back, which I enjoyed a couple of good years at right back, and I sort of went into my first foray of management was I was asked to run a Sunday team there. We had a Sunday side,
Okay,
and I was sort of running that, and I'd already got a level 1 coaching because I was. I got into coaching initially because I wasn't playing much, so I was kind of a bit disillusioned. So I took up coaching as a side because I always wanted to be a coach.
Yeah. Did you
in the future?
Yeah. Did you do that when you were at university, or did you
No.
Oh, okay.
That was a couple of years after I started my level 1 course.
Okay.
I was actually. Yes, I did that, and I met someone on the course who actually introduced me to another team, a youth team near Norwich.
Yeah.
So I helped him out there for a few years as well.
Yeah.
Around the time I was moving into management at Gressenhall, and so I was coaching kids at the time, which was well, and got on really well there. It was a really good eye opener, and they were a good bunch of lads, to be honest. I was with them from under 11 through to about under 14.
Yeah. How was it? How was it coaching the under 11s to like the under 14 like style? How was it? How was it for you?
Well, it was, as I say, it was my first experience of coaching, so it was good. I enjoyed it. There was 3 of us that were coaching them, so it was quite helpful. It was useful. There was quite a largish group of lads. It was not the hardest introduction as to coaching, as it were. Occasionally they did what kids do, mess about occasionally, but as I said, they were a good bunch, so it was a good introduction really into coaching.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? You want you want the kids who you're coaching. They want to be enthusiastic. They want to be positive with the right attitude to play football. Because sometimes we're in these areas where you are that they might not have much to do really, or you might just start sitting on an Xbox or something. Or but you want people to come out and play football, don't you? Every weekends.
Absolutely, you do, and a lot's been said about the current generation that is not as committed as perhaps as what my generation, your generation, was.
Yeah.
There's you get certain players that would run through brick walls and be there every week, that sort of thing, and perhaps some other generations that are less inclined to be about football, and they've got other things going on and friends and consoles and everything. So that in itself is a challenge in coaching, is keeping the enthusiasm level up.
Yeah, definitely for these days, because I feel like it's more like the console games are trying to take over, but it's all about going out there and actually enjoying the fresh air, playing football with your friends, and it's all about enjoyment at the end of the day. It's not. For me, it's not like, because when I was playing football, when I was refereeing at a young age, 14, 15, I kind of really enjoyed it. But things did take over in my life, and that's what I want to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play football.
Yeah, same. There are other distractions, there are other things. You have a balanced life, but we play football at this level because we enjoy it. You're right. We play, we coach, we manage, we referee because we enjoy it. We're volunteers and we do it because it's a hobby, but we enjoy doing it. So if you do that, you're going to want to hopefully put all your effort into it.
Yeah, definitely. So with that club, when you were coaching the first time around, the under 11s to under 14s, did you have any good runs, or did you win anything in that stage?
To be honest, it's a few years ago now, and we did. I do remember the progression from the lads. Certainly, from a young age, I do remember certain players that when they first turned up, they couldn't kick a ball, and certainly after when I left, they were accomplished players. And you look back and think, with a certain amount of pride that you've helped develop that player. So for me, that's just as important. At that age, it's just as important doing that than it is winning anything. I don't want anyone coming back at me this, but I don't remember us winning anything at that particular time. But we finished high up the league, I think, a couple of times. But at that level, it is about the development. It doesn't matter where you finish or what the results are. It's about developing the players. And too many coaches do lose sight of that, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're right there.
But it is. Yeah, you are developing them as players. Results will come, but results are more important at a later age. So, it is the development phase for a reason.
Yeah, definitely, Ben. When you were saying about when they're under 11s, they can't even kick a ball properly. You want to coach them as the best way you can do it, and that's credit to you and to the other coaches that you've done that.
No, cheers, thank you.
So from that age group, from the under 14s for that team, whereabouts did you go after that?
Well, I stepped away from there because work. I was working in a pub at the time, so that was sort of taking up a lot of my time, and I was doing late shifts on a Friday night and getting up early on a Saturday to drive to Norwich to coach. So that was sort of taking its toll on me a little bit. But I sort of stepped away from there with their blessing, and as I said, I focused on playing. I was playing on a Saturday, so I wasn't sort of coaching much at the time, but I was sort of helping out where I could. Yeah. And my mate was the manager at the time, so he was sort of I'd help him out now and then. But as I said, my sort of next coaching management role came when I was become the player manager of the Sunday side we set up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we had a Sunday side we set up for that. We were only there for one season. Yeah. And indeed, I only really lasted half the season before I got injured. Right. I tore my ACL in my left knee, which obviously, was very painful at the time and put me out of action for a long time. And I sort of wasn't able to manage or play for that team for the rest of the season. Yeah. But my mate took the opportunity to ask me to manage the Saturday side, the reserve Saturday side.
Okay, yeah.
Not long after that, because I put him off for a few weeks. Actually, he kept asking me, and I said, "No, I just want to focus on playing." And, I get injured, so he turns around and says, "We've got no excuse now, so you might as well do it." So
exactly.
I did do it, and I managed them for a season and a half. Again, my first game was on crutches on the sideline. But,
blimey!
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was there for.
I bet that was a bit. I bet that was a bit of a. Experience, especially when you're on crutches and you have to coach, more adult game after you've been into that youth team level. So I bet it was a bit of a difference for you.
It was, yeah, totally different style. But the lads that I had to coach and manage were very easygoing lads. So I never really had any problems. They were just there to play football. A lot of them were experienced heads, I dare say older and better than me. But they were very easygoing and just wanted to play and obviously do what we can and try to win as many games as we can. And that made it easier, certainly.
That's what you want, Ben, isn't it? You want people to just. That's all you want. You just don't want any negative side of. Even if you lose, I know losing is a bad thing to have, but it's all about taking part in the actual team game. It's not all about individuals. It's about the team as itself, isn't it?
It is, and interesting as well because obviously we're a reserve team, and obviously reserve teams all over the place. They are there to feed into the first team. So, but we had a core of players that weren't getting into the first team. So I had a reasonably consistent team most weeks. So it was good in that sense. But you've always got the first team versus reserve battle where you lose players and gain some. So it is difficult. A reserve team is a lot more difficult to manage than say a first team, in my eyes, because of their chopping and changing. You're there to support the first team, but obviously everyone's ambition is to try and win as much as they can. So
Exactly.
it is a tricky battle.
I bet that is kind of difficult, really, because even if you haven't got any like an under 18 or under 16 team, and it's only just yourself, like the reserves team, feeding off to the first team, it can be quite difficult, can't it?
Yeah, exactly. You get players taken off you. Obviously, if they're doing well, all the first team needs players to supplement the team. And if you've got no one underneath you, like you say, you sort of, well, I've got nowhere to turn.
Yeah.
Can you at least send someone to me? So it is a battle. But then, you have to realise that. A lot of people sometimes don't realise that, and they try to treat them as an independent team, and that will never work, really.
Exactly. But going forward, into today's teams, you've got more teams getting out like a first team. They're going to have like a reserves team. They're going to have like an under 18s or even an under 23s team, which is really good to see, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, you need that progression from youth right through to through to the adult game, and it's the same in men's and women's. You want the production line. You want players coming through all the time.
Definitely, especially like you have at Norwich City now. I bet you've got like a few players coming through the first team and the reserves team, and even the younger ones as well, which is great to see, isn't it?
It is, and that is a very privileged position to be in, and yeah, it's nice that you want them coming through all the time, young, hungry players that are good enough to play at that level, or have got the potential to play at that level, and really that production line should never stop. It should always be rolling year on year.
Exactly, that's what you want, isn't it, throughout men's and women's games?
Absolutely.
So from that experience with the reserves team, whereabouts did you go after that then, Ben?
Well, actually, for a brief period, for a few months, I was actually running the reserve team on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I got asked to run Fakenham Ladies
on
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine, she played for the team and asked me to sort of, put my name in the frame to come along and sort of have a go, basically. So I did.
Yeah.
And obviously I was looking to leave the men's team at the end of the season anyway, but for a few months I actually did both. And
wow.
I don't advise it. I don't advise it. One team is bad enough.
Especially you got all these messages coming through on like social media and like WhatsApp groups. So I bet that's quite confusing, wasn't it?
It was getting confusing, yeah, and it was very, very intensive. So your weekend was football from the word go all the way through. So
yep.
As I said, I did it to help out, and yeah, so it was a bit of a crossover to begin with. But by the end of the season, I'd given up the reserves. I've given up Cressnell, and I was focusing purely on Fakenham Town Ladies.
So how did that all come about? Did you just get asked by your friends, or did you get a phone call, or did you see like an advert in like on the social media side that they wanted you to come and to help out?
No, as I said, my friend asked me if I'd be interested in helping them out.
Yeah.
And so a meeting with the chairman was arranged, the chairman at the time, and I sat down, had a chat with him, and initially I thought I was coming in to assist the current manager, but that turned out not to be the case.
Right.
So I was ended up running it myself, with a young lad who knew some of the girls anyway, and he was going out with one of them, and he was a very good coach as well. So yeah, I was asked to it was halfway through a season, so I was just seeing out the season really, and then build for the next one. So
how did you get on in that first half of that season? How did you get on?
Not well. Obviously, it was just the challenge is getting used to the team, getting to know the team, getting to know who people's strengths and weaknesses, and getting used to an entirely different type of football and a entirely different way of how I should act as a coach and a manager. I learned pretty early on that men's game and the women's game, in terms of attitudes and how you conduct yourself, are two different things.
Yes.
And it took a long time for both of us to really sort of get the hang of each other.
Yeah.
My style was very different to what they were used to.
Okay.
And there was a bit of friction to begin with. Some might say there was probably still some at the end. But it was, it took a long time for us to adjust to each other, really. Right. And I've changed my style a lot in the 4 years that I've been there, just to adapt.
Wow. So whereabouts did you finish in that season?
I think we finished. Well, we definitely finished near the bottom. I can't exactly remember where. I think it was bottom three because I remember saying we wanted to sort of go down
Right.
to build in the second division, as it were, then, and
Okay.
to build ourselves back up. And we weren't allowed because not enough teams were coming up.
Right.
So we stayed in the division.
Yeah.
And so we had a crack at it the next year. And, we knew we would sort of struggle, and we did struggle.
Yeah. How was it? How was that in that pre-season with your new team? What did you have to do? Did you have to bring in any new players, or did you bring in your own coaching staff or anything like that? What did you do then, Ben?
Well, I didn't. I think that we had a couple of new players join us. One or two leave,
yeah,
and then from memory, a couple of us joined as well. So we had a few new players that season to try and gel and get in the side. Coaching wise, it was still the other lad that was helping me, so it was just the two of us. But we were looking for others to sort of assist us as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was there was a few changes to the team, so there was a bit of optimism there.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it?
If you don't have optimism, you don't have much. So,
exactly.
Yeah, but our problem was, and always was until the end, really, was we had quite a small squad.
Yeah.
Being where we are was quite difficult to attract players.
Yeah.
We were quite far from Norwich, sort of North Norfolk, so we were sort of a bit isolated, really, and there wasn't much else around, so it was difficult to try and get players to come along or commit to travelling distances.
Yeah, I bet that can be quite difficult, especially when you're up at North Norfolk. The travelling can be quite a toll on players, can't it?
Yeah, if players aren't used to it or not willing to, or some of them didn't drive because they were sort of 16s to 17s.
Yeah.
That's another challenge itself. So, you always try to sell it as saying, well, you're only playing every other week at ours. If you're near Durham or Norwich or wherever, most of the time the games were around there. So. But also it's training as well, so that was its own challenge, especially when you've got a long season, you've got injuries, you've got people working or holidays, whatever. Small squads is a big challenge to cope with.
Yeah, I bet it was. So you finished that season. How did you then cope with the following season after that?
The following season, we definitely struggled. As I said, I think we only won 2 games all season, 3 if you count a cup game. It was against the same side as well, and the rest of the games we either drew or lost. And it was through no lack of trying. We were slightly better than we were in my first season. Like the first season, we just weren't competing in games. But change of style and whatever, we were competing, but we still weren't getting the results. And obviously it wasn't enjoyable for a lot of us because we weren't getting rewards for the hard work.
Yeah,
and things weren't working. So it's difficult. You're kind of wishing for the season to end just so you can sort of have a breather, sort of thing. But we did get our wish at the end of that. We did finish in the bottom 2, and we subsequently got relegated. So, which seems a strange thing to say you want, but. The ability to go down into a division where you can compete more, have a refresh, get a run going, and get the confidence back.
Well, that's all you want, isn't it? It's all that confidence, and of course the girls they want the confidence, and of course yourself, you want to be winning games, especially when you put in the hard work, Ben, especially on the outside where probably the girls don't see that, because management can be quite difficult sometimes, can't it?
It certainly can. It certainly can, and you've got to really say there that sometimes the girls and other players, they don't see the work you put in behind the scenes. They only see certain bits, and it can be frustrating when you feel like you're not appreciated at times because it's your week is just, if you're not at football, you're thinking about football, thinking about how to improve, how to do this, how to do that, and it's not just that side. It's making sure you've got all the right equipment, making sure that this is sorted, sponsorship for kits and stuff, all that sort of thing at lower league grass football that the manager deals with. It's not just the turning up and coaching or the turning up and the management side. There's so much to it, and they don't necessarily see that.
Yeah, I've been speaking to a few managers. It's definitely like in the men's game as well. With the ladies' game, it can be very difficult. They want to succeed, like yourself, Ben. You want to do well for the club and for your players as well, don't you?
You do. But one of the things I realised you can't do it all in yourself. You cannot do it alone. And even if you've got someone to help you, that's a start. That's a help. But you can't. The best person in the world, you can't do every job. And I found the more I took on, the less effective I was.
Yeah.
Because I was spreading myself too thin. So.
Exactly, especially when you've got of course you've got the goalkeeper, defence midfielder, and the strikers, and of course then you're doing all the admin stuff as well, which it can be quite difficult, can't it?
Yes, yeah, of course, yes, the paperwork side and everything, making sure that's in on time every week, everything's accurate, and then it's obviously texting around the other managers, letting them know details if you're at home or whatever, and yeah, it's just an endless cycle, which is offset if you get other people to help do the jobs.
Well, which is probably a good thing, isn't it? With with people coming into these clubs, even with the women's game now, I think it is getting better and better and better, really.
It is, and there's certainly the more people that come into the game that help out at any level, players, coaches, referees, volunteers, whatever, the more people in the game, the more fun it's going to be for everyone. There's going to be jobs to go around and take the load off people that are already there. So
exactly, Ben. But so you got relegated in that second season. How was it for the pre-season in the third season for yourself? Did you take a step back and say, right, this is what I want to do with the players? You had to bring in new, and probably you had some old players going as well, and then you probably had a tick list saying, oh, I need to do this, this, and this.
Yeah, it was very much like that. But it was a very optimistic pre-season. And as I said, we were finally in a division where we knew we could cope. We knew where we could make a stab at it, and we would get some wins under our belt. And that's not being arrogant. That's not saying we're automatically going to do that. We had to work hard at that. But we were happy to be in that division and happy to prove ourselves to get straight back up again. And that pre-season was very intense. Fitness was my buzzword. We were doing a lot of fitness, which they moaned at first, but when we started getting the wins under our belt, they realised how important it was. So definitely, we had a plan and we were sticking to it.
Definitely, especially when it's like 30 degrees outside and you're not doing any ball work, it's just runs and runs.
Exactly. You can never have enough running, and yeah, that was paying off when obviously at Fakenham, in our league, it's a big pitch. We play on the men's pitch, on the main pitch, and that is a massive pitch. It's one of the biggest pitches in Norfolk, in fact. So, and the mantra always was, if you can play 90 plus minutes on that, you can play on any pitch in the league. And if you're fit enough to play 90 minutes on that pitch, you're fit enough to play on any pitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. So, did you have any new players coming in that season?
Yeah, I had a good 3, 4, 5, I think, off from memory that came in, and there were some very, very good players as well. And there was a couple of sort of new developing players, and then some others experienced that were playing for a university team at the time as well. And they were very, very good players, including one of them that used to play for us years before I was there.
Oh, wow.
So it sort of clicked that season. We come straight out the starting block. I think we won the first 7 or 8 games.
Wow.
Off the bat. Some games we definitely made hard work of, but other games we were just dominant. We were dominant from start to finish, and we were doing really well. And obviously, 1 win, let alone 8, is going to buoy the team.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we were bouncing, absolutely bouncing.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? Because I know losing probably will stick in the mind a bit more, but for the winning and for doing that unbeaten run, it's a great credit. That's what you want to do, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. And they deserved it. As I said, they deserved it for a few years, even before I joined. They were struggling to compete and they weren't winning games, things weren't working. And you don't enjoy it. You lose the motivation, you don't enjoy it. But every single player was having a smile on the face after games and everyone was laughing and joking. And that's, you think, you deserve that, you've done well. Yeah,
I bet, especially when that pre-season, all the runs, everything, all the work which has gone into it is from yourself and from your other coach, the work is being paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing more satisfying than the coach to see things paying off. Whether you've worked on a particular drill in training and it works in a game or set piece or passages of play that you work on and you see it working in games and it's sinking in.
Yeah.
And there's no greater feeling, really.
I bet, especially like you say, from a set piece or as you said, like a drill, what you've actually come up with, and you can see it on the pitch, or from the side of the pitch, that it works for yourself and for the girls when they're playing the games.
Absolutely. I mean, I can recall one vivid memory from that season where we worked on a particular corner routine in a game, and we worked on it and worked on it and worked on it, and they were getting sick of it. And we tried it once in a game, and we scored from the corner.
There you
And
go.
the two players that linked up that did it just turned and went, "That's for you, coach," because we worked on that, and it worked to an absolute T. So it is satisfying when that works.
Definitely, it's only if they've tried it like once and it pays off. That's what it is, isn't it? It brings a smile to your face, doesn't it? Because you put that time and effort with the girls to get that end result.
Absolutely. I don't think we've ever tried it since, but I think we've tried it once since after then. But I'll take that ratio.
Good. So with thanking them the actual club itself, was it in going in like a forward motion with the club? Was it like were you getting more like response for your team? Were you getting more players in? Was there going to be more teams helping you out, trying to get to that to the higher level, what you want to try to achieve?
I mean, the club are very supportive. They hadn't been in previous years, previous iterations. Previous people at the club weren't so supportive of the women's, making us sort of play on the back pitch and whatnot. But the people since I've been at the club were very supportive, from the chairman right down through to the groundsman. Everyone wants every team in the club to do well, including the ladies. Very supportive, always helping out. The people behind the scenes are absolutely fantastic, second to none people. And they want success for us as much as anything, and they will help us out from getting sponsors for our kit to sending players our way, putting adverts out there and that, and just being very generally supportive of us and putting events on or asking us to do this and that. Is I couldn't have asked for much more, really.
Well, definitely, because some of those those people in the background, they're only voluntary. They're only like, say, myself, who's doing these podcasts or doing bits and pieces like for other teams as well. It's a credit to them. Because they're not going to get paid, are they?
No, they are. It is no exaggeration to say they are the beating heart of Fakenham and other clubs. Those sort of people are the real heroes of grassroots football.
Yeah.
Without them, things don't tick over. It's from the facilities manager to from washing kits every week to making sure the bar's there, the person on the bar manager and that, and just everyone has their own role or a few roles just to make sure things tick over every week. And without them, Fakenham wouldn't be in the place it is now.
Yeah.
On the up.
Yeah.
And other clubs are exactly the same.
Oh, so, definitely.
You get the heroes of the coaches, the players, and everything, but they are the real beating heart of the club.
Yeah, I can agree with that one because since I've been going to like the non-league and of course been to a few women's games as well, it's the heartbeat of the club, isn't it? Even the guy or the girl on the turnstile, or even doing the food as well. They're the ones who are keeping the club running at the end of the day.
Yeah, they are, and they're all big personalities in themselves, really. I mean, I could mention the name Jackie Price, and some of your listeners will know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah. She's our treasurer in that, and she's, at our club, she's famous, absolutely famous. People come in. I mean, you hear her coming. She's a very loud. I don't want to say Geordie. Well, she's from up north. Very loud, okay. But famous.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? You want those characters in your club, don't you? That's what's non-league football is all about.
It is.
So from that season, did you aim to get promotion in that season, in the third season?
Yeah, we did. I mean, at first we just wanted to have the best season we could. Obviously, I was aiming for promotion. As the season wore on, we think we could win this.
Yeah.
We all believed we could win this. We were one of the best teams in the league, and teams actually came to us and feared us.
Yeah.
And thinking, that's good. We're in for a tough game, which is all you can ask. If you get opposition teams coming to you, going, we're going to get a good game here.
Yeah.
We've got to be at our best to get something from this, and that's all you can ask. It's not, I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to say, oh yeah, we were the best team. You know, we were one of the teams that teams didn't like to play. We were a good side, so and that's all you can ask for. But yeah, as we wore on, we wanted to win the league. You know, we were up there. We were up top for a lot of the season, so we wanted to win it.
Yeah.
You know, I think we suffered our sort of first defeat near Christmas time. We lost to our sort of promotion rivals. Which was a tough game to take. You know, we thought, oh, yeah, it was our first sort of taste of defeat that season in the league, and but we didn't let it sort of get to us too much. You know, we carried on.
That's good.
But yeah, as the season wore on, we lost a couple more games we should have been winning. Really, whether the pressure got to us, I don't know. Or, you know, we're a little bit inconsistent, but we eventually finished second.
Yeah.
In the league. So we got promoted.
Well, that's the main goal, isn't it? You achieved that goal with your girls as well. Which, you know, you can't take it away from yourself and the girls who actually got the promotion.
Absolutely. You know, a season's a long time. It's a long season. I think there was 10 or 11 teams in the league, so you know, it's a long season. Plus, we had a bit of a cup run in both cups as well. So we got to the quarterfinals in both cups, I think. So which was the County Cup and the League Cup, which you know, again is all you can ask for. So whilst obviously disappointing not to end up winning it in the end, we came second and got runners-up trophies, which, you know, was the minimum that I would have wanted in the end. And as I say, we sealed promotion on the last day of the season with an emphatic 10-1 victory. So
there you go. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what you want.
That's how you seal it, definitely.
Definitely. But at the end of the day, you've got that little trophy saying runners up, and you got promotion. So your goal has been completed, basically.
Yeah, absolutely, it was, and so it was definitely good. My highlight as a coaching season, that's probably my sort of highlight so far.
Good. So from that season on to there, Ben, whereabouts did you go after that? Did you carry on for another season?
Yeah, well, that was this season coming up now that we've just. Well, the season that never was, as it will be called now.
Okay, yeah.
That was this season, so we were back in Division 1 of the Norfolk Women's and Girls Football League, and my objective and the objective of the team was to consolidate back in Division 1, avoid relegation and compete in the division.
Yeah, so how did you get on with the pre-season? Did you keep most of the girls on at that stage in pre-season?
Again, there was a bit of a turnover, which is to be expected at this sort of level. Yeah. I lost 2 or 3 decent players who, the ones that were at uni, finished university and moved away, or one got a job and one moved back home. So that was a bit of a loss. But we did gain some experienced players that have played from other teams in the area. And a few other names. I think we had about 6 or 7 new players join us over the course of pre-season, stroke the start of the season. Yeah. So again, a bit of an adjustment, a bit of a change. We lost another experienced player as well. So you're playing catch up, and you're playing, you know, getting used to everyone's styles again. So that is a challenge in itself. As any manager will tell you.
Definitely, especially when you've got all these changes coming. Even if you got 5 players leaving, you've got 5 players coming in. That's definitely a change in your, because that's kind of like your spine of the team, really, isn't it? You know, from either the goalkeeper to the striker. You know, that's the spine of for the team. So you need to get the girls on board and start pre-season again. Probably doing your runs again for pre-season, and you had to hit the ground running again.
Absolutely, you do, and we hit the ground running. But in the wrong direction. We lost 10-0 on the opening day of the season. Not the greatest way to start a season, but I felt, not making excuses, but I think we were a couple of weeks behind being ready for the season. In terms of, we had a lot of friendlies cancelled on us, which is annoying in pre-season. Obviously, you're relying on friendlies to get stuff match ready and match sharp, but we only had 2 or 3 friendlies that summer. Yeah, the game's been called off. Calling last minute or whatever, and that impacts, obviously it impacts the team, and training is not the same as playing a game. So
definitely no, because because you want those minutes in those legs, don't you? It's okay. You can do as many training sessions as you can, but you really want to have those match minutes in those legs, don't you? Really, because
100%. Yeah.
At the moment, no, I know people are doing the the pre-season stuff at home, or they're doing some running or whatever on their own. But it's all about doing training and then doing the match times as well. But at the moment, we don't know when that's going to stop and the season can start again. Really.
No, we don't. But in that sense, obviously, everyone's in the same boat. So
Yes.
no one knows. We're all going to have roughly the same starting point,
Yeah.
depending on when league start and whatnot. But like we said earlier, it's a responsibility of the players to keep themselves individually fit.
Yeah.
So they can hit the ground running when we are allowed to do group activities.
Definitely. So from that 10-0, sorry, was it 10-0 or 10-1 defeat?
10-0, yeah.
Sorry, 10-0 defeat. So,
yeah.
Which is kind of bitter disappointment for you and for your girls, but you had to take it on the chin and you had to start going again, don't you? Really?
Definitely, and we did. To be fair, we wrote it off and said, right, it's happened. We can't change it. We need to learn from it. We need to build from it, and we need to work harder. And we did. I think it took 2 or 3 games before we started notching up some points.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but when we did, we were taking the games to teams. We were picking up points where we beat a couple of Division 2 sides in cup games as well, and we were on a little bit of a run. Sort of October, November time, we picked up quite a few points.
Yeah.
And we were starting to get into a rhythm of things, and we were doing what the objective was. We were competing in the division, getting points from teams that we should sort of, we were doing well against, and teams above us we were giving good games to. So
that's
that sort of stage, yeah,
that's what you want, isn't it? It's that progression from Division 2 to Division 1, and of course you want to stay in that division. That's the most important thing, isn't it?
It is at that level, and I think the last game of the calendar year was away at Bungay, who were the team that beat us 10-0 at the start of the season. We only lost 3-0, and we gave a hell of a good account of ourselves. So the progression you could already see from that opening day was phenomenal.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we went away from that game, obviously it's defeat's a defeat, but we went away thinking, we gave them a hell of a good game. We were unlucky to score ourselves. And considering we didn't have my first choice goalkeeper playing as well, we gave a very good account of ourselves. So, we went away relatively pleased, from the progression.
Exactly. So, whereabouts did you finish in the league from last season?
Well, when at the time, obviously, the time the league was finished, we were about 6th or 7th, I think, out of. I should know this, about 10 or 11, I think. It's been a while, it's been so long now. But
tell me about it.
We were mid-table. We were mid-table, which was objective completed. That's what we wanted.
Yeah,
we were safe from relegation. Weren't a million miles off some of the teams in front of us.
Yep.
So we, so we could be relatively pleased. And I said that, at the end of the season, that I was really pleased with how we finished the season where we wanted to be.
Yeah.
So obviously, moving on to next season without myself, they've got a good platform to build on.
I bet they have. So for yourself, how did you get the call from Norwich City anyway? How did it all come about?
Well, as I said, I'd known the chairwoman for a while, and I knew the sort of who was the interim first team manager at the time. She actually asked me sort of September, October time.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and I sort of said no, because I was sort of loyal to Fakenham. It seems strange to say it, but in the sense of turning it down. But we'd obviously just got promoted, and I wanted to see how the season would pan out.
Yeah.
I wanted us to achieve our objective of staying in the division and sort of being mid-table and whatnot. So I said, I want to see out the season and see where we go from there. So obviously they never forgot about me, which is nice to not be forgotten. And I got the call again sort of February time.
Yeah.
We had another conversation, and they asked me again, and I sort of really gave it a lot of thought. I weighed up the pros and cons, and in the end I decided it was an opportunity I really couldn't turn down.
So So then you took the job on, and then here we are again.
Here we are, exactly. I felt like it was time for a change. As I said, I've been at Fakenham for 4 years, so it was time for a new challenge.
I bet it was. So who would you say if I go down to one of your games, say for next season, who am I looking out for? Who's going to be your standout players for the coming season?
I mean, unfortunately, I can't answer that question. As I said,
Okay.
I don't know a lot of the players very well. I know the names of some of the first team players and whatnot. But in terms of who will I have available in the reserves, that will be answered in pre-season when I've met them and worked with them. I see who I've got to work with. So really, that's a bit too early days to answer that question.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, from going back from your Fakenham days, who has been your toughest opponent you come across?
Well, it's been a few of them. In terms of the Division 2 season where we came second,
Yeah.
Taverham was a team that won it in the end, and they were our thorn in the side. They beat us twice.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. Apologies. They beat us at the first half of the season, and then we drew spectacularly with them 1-1.
Wow.
Bear in mind, I had a patched up. I'd had a bare 11, and there was a patched up bare 11 back at our place, and we drew 1-1.
Wow.
We scored a penalty in the last minute of the game. But they were a tough side that year. They were definitely a thorn in the side.
Yeah.
But overall, one of the best sides that I never got to beat in the division was Thorpe United.
Yeah.
They're perennial winners. They've won the County Cup a couple of times, won the league however many times. Always a tough team to go to. Got a lot of respect for their manager. You know, they've got a very, very good team. They were tough to beat. And as I said, Bungay, I've mentioned before, a team on the up. They're a very well organised side. Difficult to get anything from. So they're sort of the top two, really. Special mention to Tavern from Dereham this season. We actually played them 4 times, twice in the league, and we drew them in both cups.
Yeah.
And we had a stunning 100% record of losing every game.
Wow.
Not proud of that one, but they were a tough side to play.
Yeah. So
Not easy.
I bet. So for going on to the following season for Norwich City, who would you like to know? What team would you like to be playing against? Who are you looking forward to playing against?
I mean, we've got the likes of Tottenham reserves.
Wow.
In this league. Throw the big names straight out there. Tottenham reserves. You've got AFC Basildon, who are now #United.
Yeah.
Ladies. Cambridge United development.
Yeah.
MK Dons development. To name but some. I think Charlton's in there somewhere.
Wow.
I did actually look at the table earlier, but it's sort of a bit overwhelming. But yeah, there's some big names in there. You think, wow, you know, I'm going to be getting to go up against them, and you know, by all accounts, they're going to be very good sides.
Definitely. So I've got a question for you, Ben. Going back through like 2017, when I was watching non-league football, it's kind of like progressed in my way, because as soon as I because I do like a little bit of highlights, I do podcasts and I do bits and pieces for a few clubs and a few players. It seems like I'm getting on like a 9 or a 10-second video. I'm getting like 5,000 views on like social media, which is incredible from like only at like a 10-second video. For you, Ben, is that a good thing for a coach and a manager?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from coaches right through to players and whatnot, we all like to see ourselves back again. We always like to pretend we're match of the day, don't we? So we like to see photos and videos of ourselves at games. So, yeah, you know, especially shorter clips as well. Obviously, in the days, you know, in this digital age, and, you know, people's attention spans are somewhat shorter. Shorter videos, shorter content is definitely a lot more eye-catching. And, yeah, if it's highlights like videos or, you know, goals or good passages of play, people will watch it. And especially at this level, local level, anything that sort of replicates what we see on TV and whatever is brilliant. If you see, as I say, you see yourself or your team or whatever in a professional manner, as it were, that's really appealing for this level, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But I've also noticed when I've been going around the 309 Premier Division, like the away grounds, I've noticed like, the younger generation are coming out and actually got like a scarf, a hat, and actually a replica shirt, which is really good to see, isn't it?
Oh, that's fantastic for this level. Absolutely. You know, even if it is just a scarf, but I mean, if they want to go the whole hug and get the replica shirts as well, you know, local football, grassroots football is a special thing that we really, really cannot afford to lose.
Yeah.
it's still football at the end of the day. It's still a standard of football. It's local. It's a damn sight cheaper than professional football.
Yeah.
And it's just on your doorstep. And you can get a lot closer to the action. You can talk to the players. You may know some of the players. It really is a special thing to have that and to see it.
Definitely, especially with the women's game is now coming up, because there's a few like sides around this area who play in the third and Premier Division. They've actually got ladies and like under 15 teams actually getting made up and getting progression into like leagues as well, which is really good to see, isn't it?
It's brilliant. It really is, and the more I'm actually lucky to be involved on the committee side of the women's game, so I can see sort of some of the teams coming in and some of what other teams are doing behind the scenes. And every year there's progression, there's growth, and from the youth right through to adult ladies teams. And a lot of that is obviously at the back of the line. It's just the England women's team, what Definitely. They're doing. You know, the success of there goes hand in hand with the popularity of the game.
Definitely. Well, Ben, I wish you all the best for next season for you at Norwich City. I hope you do well, and hopefully I'll come down and watch you and your girls in action.
Thank you, Lee. No, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you very much, Ben. For people who are listening to the podcast, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.